I'm Brandy.
And I'm Dorn.
Welcome to Plant-Based Alaska. Today is Saturday,
August the 29th.
and it's our weekly grocery shopping. So today for recipes, we have kale with blueberry vinegar and potatoes, stuffed yellow squash, massaged kale salad, again, Engine 2 almighty burritos. Haven't had those before, and the cheesy savory green oats. That's also an Esselstyn recipe. Haven't had that before. Can't wait. With the blueberry vinegar, so we were able to find some birch and blueberry vinegar from the Romy Root. It's a bus that sells Alaska stuff, and it just goes to different places. If you look on Facebook, you can find it, and they have a bunch of local produce as well. But this blueberry and birch vinegar on greens, so
Can't
good.
believe it. It's delicious. It's good with salads, everything.
We're still working on the squash that my co-workers gave me, and it's been delicious. We had, what was the squash recipe you made the other day? With the
Black beans, brown rice. I put a little cumin, seasoning, some onion powder, and a little garlic on it. It was delicious.
Really it was good. So good. And we actually had leftovers, and that was amazing too.
We've also been eating a lot of kale.
Yes.
It's been real good. They say it's just a angry lettuce, but it's so delicious. We really enjoy it. We got plenty of it.
And then the collard greens, what did you cook with the collard greens? I never liked greens before. They were too salty for me. But he makes an unsalted version that is amazing.
And I just use low sodium vegetable broth. I saute garlic, I saute onions, and I just put them in the pot, cook them on low.
Smoked paprika?
Smoked paprika is another thing that I use.
I think it's just a game changer.
It's very good. And I made some muffins with it, some corn muffins that were really delicious. And that was out of the Engine 2 cookbook that we also use a lot of. So it was real good, really delicious.
So let's go over some of the stuff. Tons of mushrooms. Those are going to be in the oats. These Japanese sweet yams. So we use those in the collard wraps we did last week. And they're white on the inside, and they're so good and
very
sweet.
Good.
I had no idea how yummy these would be. From the co-op, they have these new recyclable or compostable bags. So that's exciting. Usually I bring glass jars to fill up my stuff, but I didn't do it this time. I'll make sure to do it next time.
Pumpkin seeds.
Oh, pumpkin seeds. Yeah. So I put those on my salad every day. Love those. And then unsweetened applesauce and organic.
And we use that in a lot of our baking goods. It's like a substitute for using eggs and stuff like that. It is really good. Your corn muffins or whatever will come out real moist and delicious, rather than using dairy, since we don't do the dairy.
Oh, thank you. And then we have this, which we've never had one before. So
it's a peel de sapo. It's a melon, some form of melon. So we're going to try it out. We believe in just trying out different fruits and vegetables if we see them that we've never had before.
Speaking of that, they had figs at Co-op, and I've never had a raw fig. They're unbelievable. I can see I've already eaten half of them. So we'll finish those. I did get some seaweed. Seaweed's good for you. That's just a little snack for myself there. Plastic wrap. So it's BPA free and PVC free, because you don't want all the other junk sitting on top of your food.
And that's the thing about eating whole food, plant-based, is getting away from all the pesticides and stuff like that. We tend to buy organic, and we have a little list that we go on and check off and make sure we're buying stuff that isn't loaded with pesticides and stuff like that.
I have one right here, and you can go to environmentalworking.ewg.com. So it tells you it's the clean 15 and the dirty 12. So we have this on the back of our little clipboard that we take to the store. And then that way, if we see something and we're like, nope, it's definitely got to be organic. Or if they don't have it and it's not organic and it's on the dirty dozen, we just skip it. We'll do something different. So ewg.com, you can get one of those cards, and that's great to have. We did get some more jalapenos. Doran can't get enough of these. Between these and what we're getting out of the garden, it's still not enough for him. So maybe we need to do a couple plants next year. Green curry paste. He uses this in a lot of recipes, and I'm going to use it in a hummus. It's on the. Oh, I thought I wrote it somewhere. Yes, Thai curry hummus. So we're going to use that for the hummus. I do have some carrots that I'm going to juice but I was just really feeling like carrot juice. So then I got an extra carrot juice. And we use this instead of oil, so we go through a lot of it, which is fine.
When we do our soups and the sauteed vegetables and things, that's what we use.
And then we really like this one. The pear one's a great smelling one too. I got one for work, one for Doran, and just an extra one because it was on sale. These, my cousin Renee, she uses these too, but Co-op fills it up, and I think between Renee and I, it's a competition of who can get to all of them first. But I did leave 2 for her at the store.
This is silken tofu. We use it when we make our own mayonnaise, when we make
the Thousand Island dressing we made.
Dressing, yeah. No oils. It's really good.
Amazing.
It blends perfectly. You know, I use an immersion blender, and boom, it's real nice.
And they have an orange one that's not organic. We get that when this one's not in stock, when Renee's taking them all. Mm-hmm. But this time we got there first, so we got all the organic ones.
We have some organic grapes here. We have organic lettuce, some organic pears, tomatoes,
organic bell peppers, broccoli, organic cabbage. That's on the Dirty Dozen list.
Plenty of beans. We've been eating a lot of beans, you know.
I use 2 of these cans for my salad, and you just can't get enough beans. I really don't think you can get enough beans.
Sometimes she makes me sleep on the couch.
That does never happen.
She said it just keeps the covers keep flying up and all that stuff. So, you know, I just sleep on the couch.
We've both eaten enough beans that we're hardly gassy now. But when we first started this 2.5 years ago, we could clear out like a football stadium. It was, but it's just you're getting your gut flora. You know,
you got beans a day, folks.
Yeah, I call it bean therapy. So if you eat a cup of beans a day for 2 weeks, then that kills the smelly gas. Then after that, you got the good gut bacteria in there, and then the gas isn't
excellent bowel
bad. Yes.
And we also got some
the thick organic rolled oats.
Yes, these are excellent. We use them in a lot of stuff. We eat oats just about every day for breakfast, and we have it in our cookies that we make, banana bread. It's just
on the weekends, we usually do a waffle or a pancake at least one day, Saturday or Sunday. And so if you just take a nice ripe dark banana, like one of these, it says ready for this weekend, take one of these, and I think it's like a cup of oats and some orange zest. That's all you need, and you make a waffle.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's unbelievable.
A little milk, a little almond milk, and I think a little baking powder or baking soda. I think we use a little bit of that. But.
And I prefer the oat milk. I tried the hemp milk. Not so much. You like the almond milk.
I like to stay on the almond.
I think the oat milk is sweeter than the almond milk, and they're both unsweetened versions. But why do you prefer the almond milk versus the oat milk?
Because I just enjoy it. It's smoother. It's delicious. I like it.
That's what I would say about the oat milk.
I've acquired the taste for it. So.
And I just like oats, so I'm more friendly towards the oats.
For the,
so what's that? Today's total is
$209.38
for all this.
And the thing about it, folks, like I said, when you eat a whole food, plant-based lifestyle, you know, you'd rather pay the store than the doctor.
You can pay the farmer, or you can pay the doctor.
And
you choose.
I feel so much better. You know, many of my friends know me. I used to be a very heavy-set guy.
What was your heaviest weight?
384 pounds.
Now you're 180. Yeah,
180. And basically, I can attribute that to eating whole food, plant-based, cutting out the meat and the oil. And I feel great. I feel great, folks. I mean, really, I really feel great. At 55, I feel like I'm 25.
Oh, I like that.
Okay,
I'm almost 44.
Yeah, she likes
but I feel like I'm 24. How is that?
Okay, if you want to go there.
My energy level is that of a 24-year-old. That's I think the biggest difference for me that I've noticed is the energy, just the energy level that you have compared to before, and just you're kind of groggy and slugging through. So, but I think any small change you make towards a whole food, plant-based way of living is a great change.
Just take baby steps. I'm believing it was hard. I mean, she's caught me sneaking eating burritos and stuff like that. When she'd be at work, I'd be in my face deep in a burrito full of meat. But I learned
And cheese.
and I disciplined myself to where I wiped all that out. So,
What made you change? What made you say, I think I want to go whole food, plant-based like her?
Well, I wanted to support my wife, for one thing. And second of all, I just felt like just give it a try and just see.
And what book changed it for you?
My Beef with Meat by Rip Estelson.
I should totally have that right now, but I don't.
And
I will next time.
Another book that I read was How to Eat to Live by Dr. Joel Furman.
That was a really good one.
These guys are groundbreaking in trying to get people to understand that health issues come from the chemicals and the meat that we eat.
The crap that we eat.
Yeah,
calorie rich and processed food.
Processed, high in saturated fats.
You don't have to have high cholesterol. You don't have to have diabetes.
No.
You don't have to have, what's the other one I'm missing? High blood pressure, high
Heart
cholesterol.
disease,
You don't have to have all that. It's not hereditary. You don't have to have it.
Just give it a try. That's all you can do. And then if you don't like it,
Try it
you
for
can go
2
back.
weeks.
You can go back to what you do.
And when I get my blood work, here I should have that within, I would think, the next week or so. So at some point, as soon as I get it, I will compare my blood work from like 2017, 2018. I think that's when I started putting in an Excel spreadsheet, 2018. And I'll compare it to now, just so that we can see the difference and see what the cholesterol was, what it is now. How is this really working for me? So.
Well, folks, remember,
Nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels.
Hey, just have a great day, folks. Enjoy yourself.